And we're live. Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Jet Live after some technical difficulties in the other room, not being able to get into the Zoom room, all these different things that happen with Yay for Zoom. We're here, and it's amazing to see. I'm just going to open my phone so I see any comments. It's amazing to see Daniel and Bracha Lewin here in their new home. And we've got Dina.
Hello.
And Leah Rose.
Hello.
She's wearing the Patriots sign today, even though the draft was a few weeks ago. So Bracha and Daniel, how are you guys doing? What's been going on other than the fact that you were like not in this home until like a few days ago?
Yep. Literally, this is like what, our third day in the home?
2.5 days.
Yeah. I think we hit the jackpot on this one. It was amazing. Brock actually had a friend who told about this apartment while we were literally going day in, day out, looking through different places. And nothing was like feeling it for us. And all of a sudden, Brock's friend found something on Facebook about this place. And I was at work when this was happening. And she just went, and all of a sudden, I get a call saying, Daniel, this apartment is amazing. I want to take it now.
And we did almost lose it. We did
Another
couple that was going to sign, and I was like, if I don't sign now, we're going to lose it. So I'm signing, even though you didn't see it, and he didn't like.
And then I said, on a scale between 1 to 10, how amazing is this apartment? And she gave me a 20. I'm like, okay, that's amazing.
Great. Well, congratulations on your new apartment.
That's awesome. And
thank you, Leah. Yes.
About that. I'm telling you, whenever we're on a Zoom call or a Skype or anything, and I start talking, she has so much to say.
Yeah.
You're actually like around the corner now. I feel like
very close by.
There she goes. There she goes. Our location in Bracha in Jerusalem probably has the most the most theater community.
Yeah.
People, but that's where we're from, Bracha. So like it's funny. Efrat's like part of Jerusalem when we think about theater. So just Atar Meir sends her love, and Mayan Allen says hi. I know that Toby Greenwald told me that Bracha, she's been with you since you were a little baby doing theater. So she's watching.
Hi, Toby.
Toby also said hello, but she can't join right now. She'll watch this
she'll need she's gonna watch this later. So what have you guys been up to? What's been keeping you creative during this time?
Well, actually, I'm doing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang with Israel Musicals. So we're rehearsing on Zoom.
Oh wow.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get together soon. We're at hopes, but so far we did like script reading. The music rehearsals didn't work very well, but and movement we've been doing this past week. So hopefully everyone will just come really prepared to the rehearsals, the actual rehearsals. And
right. Like you're not singing necessarily, you're not doing the music, but at least you're learning that you can learn the music.
Yeah. We all have to like do our part and learn our parts and learn our lines and everything. And hopefully everyone will just come prepared and we'll just polish it up.
It'll be the most prepared community theater production before the rehearsals start ever.
That's right. That's what I told.
But that's that's exactly. That's the truth is there's a lot of there's a lot of that going on where people are I was just on a call last night with Ken Davenport. He did group coaching with people that were part of the Theater Maker Studio, and that's what he's saying. Like Like the people that are doing stuff now, they're going to be the most prepared when we actually are able to open. And we don't know when we're going to be able to open.
Right.
There was somebody writing about a musical that they've been working on, and their producers told them that Broadway's not going to open until spring, which is a very big possibility where it's not going to open to the capacity that it can open in. But Ken was
Right.
like, when it does open, I'm there. If you are
I
a
think a
theater
lot of us
goer,
will be.
you are a theater goer, if you're like all of us, you're gonna try to find the first live theater performance. It doesn't matter what it is. You're gonna go sit yourself in the seats and you're gonna watch,
Right.
because we could do as much as possible to prepare. And acting and theater is all about preparation. Really, there is
Right.
improv. There's improvisation. We have that. That's part of the whole process. But acting is preparation. We're always preparing. So whatever you're doing now is preparation for whenever we're going to actually be able to be in the theater. Which I love that Chitty Chitty Bing Bing is still doing rehearsals. I know actually Ben Bard Players was also planning to do a show, and they've been doing readings as well. But explain a little bit about the process. I mean, a little bit more. It's definitely not the same, but
It's absolutely not the same, and you definitely have to be more prepared. But something about it is actually more. I don't know. You lose a lot of the social part of it, of rehearsals. You get to rehearsals and you get to know people, and here you're on Zoom and you're just doing your part, and you have to mute yourself, otherwise, a lot of background noise. So it's definitely different, but I see a lot of progress. I love working with Israel as is, because he really pushes you to your hardest and your best, and he won't just give up and on whatever it is.
Great.
So yeah, and we've been doing read-throughs mostly.
and Daniel, doing what mostly?
We've been
Sorry?
doing read-throughs and character building, and hopefully it'll be great.
And Daniel, I know you've been you're still on your regular work schedule, but you've been dying to get back into theater.
So badly. I miss it every single day. I'm missing the stage. I'm missing the night times where I'll go to rehearsal, and also I'm missing out on other things. Even having to like work from home like everyone else is. You would think, even still working American hours, it's like, no one's really going anywhere. They can't go anywhere. But there's still things happening at nighttime on Zoom where everyone's being a part of, and I'm still feeling like I'm missing out.
Right. Right, like now you're able to kind of like, I mean, we won't tell your employers, but you're able to really be a part of the theater community because of so many things that are happening. You're able to like to see it.
They're still happening at night, so we still can't participate.
You still can't participate, but you're able, like if we're doing like a live, like this live stream right now, right? Shlomit was so excited that you guys are joining us today, but she's like, I'm gonna watch it later. So you still have the opportunity. There's still ways for you to, so many more ways.
Right. You're right. Like this right now, I definitely feel like being part of it still. Yeah, and it's really a tremendously amazing feeling to like get to do this, and having people watch as well. I can't really see, who is watching right now, but hello to everybody. It's crazy to know under these circumstances on, how long this is going to go for. And I'm sure a lot of people are just dying to get back into the swing of things, Please God, it will be soon. I'm sure, as CB said, once like the first thing opens up on stage, he'll be there. I think a lot of us can definitely agree on that.
Right.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure all this out. This might be my new location, at least at 2 p.m. At 8 p.m. This little one is sleeping or trying. So I'm gonna try back there in the other room, but I was on my phone figuring out if I can see the comments, if anybody's asking questions. Please ask questions. There's a bunch, maybe I'm one of the people that are watching, but Toby says hi, Avital Makalis, as I said before, my Aunt Alan. Have you guys since like it's interesting to like Dina and I are together here, and we've talked about doing some creative things together. We're hopefully gonna do that at some point. But what about you guys? Have you guys, like, now that you're home a lot, and I know you were with family and you just moved, but like, have you talked about doing some kind of creative thing together as a couple, being a theater couple during this time, live or whatnot?
Yeah,
We actually have.
Care to share?
We were like, thinking about like taking like, working on like a couple duets, maybe, finally singing together, doing a couple covers, and also like maybe painting a little more together. We've only painted one thing together, but we definitely want to do that more often.
Who's the painter? Who's the painter? Both of you, or?
We painted
We
together.
painted together.
On the same
I know, but like, was Bracha saying like, "Hey, Daniel, let's paint"? Was
No,
Daniel
no.
saying, "Hey,
No,
Bracha,
no,
let's
we
paint"?
were
Or it was just like,
painting
Yeah.
together.
joint?
No, we were together, painting more.
Awesome.
We had this in it together. I studied visual art for 3 years in high school. She studied also
Yeah, also
in high school, and we both had like this amazing creativity to like just take a canvas and just paint like what we were feeling.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think if we were to do that, I would be like, CB, but you're painting that wrong.
Yeah. You guys saw the Jet logo, right? The Jet sign, the Jet Live sign,
Yeah.
inspired by SGN by John Krasinski. He just did an amazing graduation.
With Oprah and Malala and Steven Spielberg and who else? And Jon Stewart.
And Jon Stewart. And I was
Crazy.
like, we can't do anything like what he's doing, but it's John Krasinski. I mean, he's Jack Ryan. Come on, he's like saving the world. Jack Ryan, by the way, becomes president of the United States in the Tom Clancy universe. So he's awesome. But I think we're awesome too. I love doing this, and I love our community.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dina did all of that. What I'm getting to is that Dina did all of that Jet sign. I had nothing to do with it. I was like, Dina, can you please do this? I'll probably, I draw really well in the lines, but like, I'll probably mess up everywhere else. If you want me to be your set designer or anything, I might be able to build things. I might be able to like come up with a concept. But painting, if you want something like really weird, I'll do lighting though. Toby Greenwald is asking what your earliest memory of wanting to sing, act, or dance on stage was.
Wow.
This is to both of you. So,
like this, when I actually I was bitten by the theater bug way back in 2007 when I saw my very first Broadway show, not on Broadway, but actual Broadway show in South Africa. They brought The Lion King, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing on stage. The set movements, the costumes, the everything artistic about it, the singing, acting, dancing, it was crazy. And then having to take your bow at the end, I was like, what is this world? And then I got too obsessed. I started YouTubing like crazy, like about this show, and then like other type of shows that I got introduced to. Like I started seeing other shows that are coming to Africa, like Beauty and the Beast. I saw Cats, Grease, Mamma Mia, Jersey Boys, Phantom of the Opera, of course, and a whole bunch of other things. Like I can't even count them on how many fingers of shows I've seen. And then that really drove me to wanting to do, like be on stage and like do something. And I finally had a good break when I was actually in my final year in matric in high school, which I believe you guys call senior year. And I was in Greece. And, from there, I was actually doing research on like how to really walk the character, how to act the character, how to, sing the character, a whole bunch
Did
of
you
things.
play
So,
in these?
I actually played two characters. I played Duty and I played Teen Angel.
Oh, you know, Danny Friedman played Duty when they did.
You told me
recently,
that. Yeah, I remember
many
you
years
told me
ago.
that.
My
What do you
my
know?
acting
Duty,
teacher also
Danny's playing Duty. What did you say?
my acting teacher, I believe that's the character he played. I think we talked about this at some point. He played he in the original Broadway show. He came in afterwards as a replacement,
Oh, really?
and he played Diddy, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. That's amazing. And yeah, then I went to go study this at Oakfields College. I studied drama for a couple of years, and I really learned more about how to really do this more of a passion for me. And also what was great about this was they give you an open space on letting in your own creativity. And from there on in, I started coming up with a whole different new type of mind that developed in me, like a whole different type of mindset on creativity and progress and building and structuring. There's actually, since years later, there's a play that's been scrambling in my mind that I really want to put it onto paper and finish it already. Really about when I came to Israel. It's not just a story, a personal story, but it could be a story for other people who maybe gone through what I went through, coming from a non-religious type of life, coming to Israel for the first time, going to yeshiva. You're there for a few months, you feel like you change, you go back to outside of Israel, and you're kind of torn between two identities, because it's you want to keep Shabbos, you want to keep kosher, and on the other hand, you're going past things where it's reminding you of oh, that was so good. You're going past KFC or whatever you like, and you're that's so good, I need to try that again. And it's a play that I've been wanting to finish up and hopefully put it on, about a story of someone. It can also, again, not just a Bolshevik guy, it can even be about a Bolshevik woman as well. It's about anyone who changed their life around, and struggling between the two identities and what's it going to be at the end for them. So still in development. I really want to get it done soon. It's still sitting here. I need to put it on paper. Please God, maybe in a couple years' time, this is something that can be shown to the public.
That's awesome. Bracha, you want to first of all, is Bracha helping you at all with the?
No.
Sometimes it's great to have that team, and sometimes
It's better to work alone.
it's better
my
to
wife's
work alone or
Hey.
collaboration. Collaboration is great. Just the right collaboration is even better.
Yeah, we've been wanting to do some collaboration actually.
Yeah. So, Bracha, you want to answer that question?
So, so it's funny that Toby asked that question, because obviously the first time I met Peter, really, I might have gone to a few shows before I was 11, but when I was 11, my mother was like, "Oh, Toby's putting on this show. Do you want to be in it?" And I was like, "Yes." And it was Joseph, and I fell
It was
in
a
love
great
with it.
show.
And it was amazing. It was something else. So you don't have that anymore. I don't know, but whatever it was.
It's a dream show for me.
Yeah, it was. And I think it just not only stage, but that's where I found my singing voice. My family is very musical, and we all sing, and we used to always sing on Shabbat. But I don't think we ever did anything more than that. It opened up this world to me of singing outside of just the Shabbos table, and that's where I started exploring and started taking singing lessons and really getting into it. So thank you, Toby.
That's awesome.
That's I think that's been the theme for a few of the Jet Live happenings, interviews, check-ins. I still haven't figured out what exactly I'm doing here, but
Go figure it out.
but it's just being with the community is really overall
Absolutely.
what we're doing here. That's been I think the theme of the past few talks that I've had, like with Robert Binder and with Starcatcher specifically, and they're like really up there in the leaders and the people that are really creating theater right now in Jerusalem, that it's there's the stepping stones, there's the really seeing, and it's everywhere. It's not just our community, it's all over the world. Where does theater start? It's from those kids that come and see the shows and get bit, and then they want to be a part of it. The older generation, we love them. They come to see the shows. They're amazing. They're the best audiences ever. But what keeps the theater going is like your story, or Daniel, when you went to go see the show when you were younger. That's what keeps theater going.
Oh yeah, I meant that Joseph, I was in it. I was in it as a
Yeah,
child.
I know.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, even that, like what Encore does, bringing, like,
Yeah, absolutely.
as I joked with Robert, I'm like, you put like 50 kids on stage.
Yeah.
It's like maybe
It's true.
2% of them will continue on for like 20 years or maybe 10 years, but at least almost all of them will do another show, and it's just amazing. Thank you, Dale. The stars are Daniel and Bracha. I know Leah's stealing all the fun. And Dina's also awesome. And so I think that that's really a big theme about the community is that's what we do. You go in a show and you meet the most amazing people, and then you just want to continue doing it. It's about the people. It's about us connecting, and the stories that we can tell. Daniel, I really, really love the fact that you want to create something. I think now's the time to really
I think you're right.
sit down and start with it. I know you're still working, but like
I'm working. I'm in open in the mornings. It's
wow.
So, just instead of sleeping, right?
You just moved. It looks
Just
beautiful. I'm really excited. Hopefully soon that we're already able to. Guys, aren't we? We're gonna keep on doing this because these are amazing, and I really hope that we keep on doing interviews like this and meet different people from the
I think
community.
it's amazing as well.
It's great to see everyone and really get their interview.
Right. Really get to know the backstories as well.
Yes. Yeah. And
So
everyone's
many
just
different
keep on
stories
watching
to
each
tell.
other, and it's amazing. But we can actually go gather in the park.
Yeah.
And we have a gorgeous park.
We can go see each other.
Yes.
I was literally resisting yesterday while I was working. It was so beautiful outside yesterday. I was like, I must not go to the park. I must not go to the park.
It just rained now.
Yeah.
And then it didn't leak.
Thank God.
But we could still go out. We could still go out and gather. Just don't forget your masks.
Yeah.
Get some from Dina over here also. She's making awesome masks. So anybody else have any questions? No, Dale, Dallas, Denver
It's
is
not.
resting in our bed. He usually will climb onto our couch, but not
Nowhere for him to climb here.
not over here. So you guys have anything else that you want to share before we end?
Did you have any questions for us? Like additional questions?
Do we? Does she?
Do you?
Do I? I always have questions. I just want to try to keep it to a certain amount of time. I know we started a little late, so well, what's your play about, Daniel? I want to know what your you don't have to mention all that right now. I know you want to keep it a little bit to the side, but what's your favorite roles? Like, what role would you love to see yourself doing? And what show do you want to see happen here in Jerusalem? Which show do you think is your Lion King in Jerusalem?
Not necessarily something you want to be in, just something you want
That
to.
came up a lot in this
Wow.
quarantine. That Daniel brought up so many shows that you bring to Jerusalem.
A ton. A lot of really I like more of like the crazy type of shows. Like I really want to see Sweeney Todd here. I want to see Jekyll and Hyde here. Those School of Rock we're so into television. But yeah, definitely School of Rock is something I want to be in. I can definitely pull over Jack Black. Yeah, so like really like these really big, kind of scary, but plot twisting shows with really great music. I want to see like Jekyll and Hyde, Sweeney Todd. I would love someone to put that on here. Also, they also come out with, you know, Matilda now has rights open. Definitely would love someone to put that on. By the way, this Trunchbull is a dream role of mine, just so you know.
You know what? A guy could totally play that role.
Yes, does.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
A
okay.
guy actually does play that role. And there's tons of kids in the show. Encore, there's tons of kids in the show.
And I really love working with kids too.
Dale says Priscilla.
Oh, yes. Dale, you and I have been Priscilla.
He also would love to do, he wants to be Sweeney Todd. So you got some.
So do I. Dale. Me and Dale actually share the same three roles. It's like not even funny.
Awesome. Bracha, you have
I have one more thing.
Huh?
Sorry. Taking all the spotlight.
Hi. She's gonna wave. She's gonna do it.
So on that break, Toby asked if you had to bridge any cultural gap. I'm assuming that means like here in Israel, coming from South Africa. Or Bracha, you were born here, or you moved here also? Like you were born here.
Yeah, there was a bunch of there was a bit of a cultural gap I did have to get through, of course. Too much in detail, but I'll maybe say one example. In South Africa, and I'm sure a lot will agree with me, walking on the streets can be dangerous, and even though there are pedestrian crossings, I would not dare anyone to try and walk because the cars will not stop for you. Just go. They don't care. I came to Israel, and everyone walks anywhere, right? And I'm just walking down. I had to cross the road, and all of a sudden, I see a car coming. I'm like, oh, man. And then it's like, this is Israel. And I'm like, people can be, you know, a little mishugat sometimes. And all of a sudden the car comes and I'm like waiting, and then he stops behind the pedestrian line. I'm like, this is awkward. I'm waiting, he's waiting, and he's like, bo, akhi, bo. So then I was like, oh, thank you. And then I started walking. So this actually took me a long time to get used to. And I still have moments where I like stop before the car by the pedestrian lines.
Oh, wow.
So Toby actually meant between you guys.
Yeah,
If there was any cultural gap.
I think we didn't have a lot of whatever. Like it was pretty decent when we like I know the South African culture because I like grew up on a South African street, so like it was very like I understood most of it. We went to South Africa once we got engaged, and it was a little bit of a shock for me, even though I really heard a lot about it, but it was really different from what I thought. I think, remember that time you were like, oh, I don't have enough data, and I was like, what is that? I didn't understand what he was saying.
It's like
data.
It's like CB when we went to the light show, and I said, oh, that's just a project of a plant dying. He's like, what's a plant? Remember that?
I don't, but I'm sure that there is some things lost in translation all the time.
But cultural things really like really Daniel learned in pretty American yeshiva. That's that we got along. We made our I don't know how it was so smooth.
Well, you guys look like you're doing great. Love the smiles, love the conversation. Because I actually love this role, and I want to know what Daniel thinks about this. I'm just going to end off. I keep on saying I'm going to end off. I'm very bad at that. Dina knows. I'm going to end the conversation. Wait, no, I got a few more things to say. Toby asked Daniel if you would like to play Jean Valjean someday.
Ooh, yes, most definitely.
Because you know what? I do too.
Oh, see.
But I have the best idea. I was talking with Robert Binder about understudies and if it works in our community or it doesn't work in our community. And the truth is, it's very difficult. She loves to talk when I'm talking. She must get that from me. The reason why understudies don't necessarily work in our community is we do 5 or 6 shows, 8 shows,
Right.
and the really long rehearsal process. The person only gets to go on maybe once or twice,
Right.
Not even.
and then it's like, oh no. But for the role of Jean Valjean, I just want to do it.
Right. Me too.
I don't care if it's 1, 10, or 100 times. I just want to do that role and learn that role and be part of that process. So I'm ready to be an understudy for that role.
Me
Let's
too.
do that.
You know what, CB? I'm with you there too. I also couldn't care. As long as I just get to play this role one day, I totally agree with you.
So all right, I'm gonna end that. Dale had some other questions about the women's theater, Bracha, so you could go on the basically like what show would you like to do with the women's theater? Are you going to be continuing with the women's? You could have a conversation with him, or you can answer him right now if you don't have an answer.
Of course.
So quickly,
I mean,
you could have a with him. You could totally.
I think there were only 2 Raise Your Spirits shows that I actually wasn't in. One was because I was in Shoot with Omi, and the other one it clashed with another show that I was in. And of course, I would be in any of the women's community theaters. I love them. And by the way, I was going to say about the understudy role. Toby knows that I actually learned a whole role of Ruth. I was understudying Ruth, and I actually never went on stage, but it's like a role that I love so much that I didn't mind learning it. And I learned the role in one night. I learned like all her lines and all the music in one night.
Original show.
I loved it so much. Yeah, original show, yeah.
That's crazy.
Anyway, yeah.
Wow.
You did answer it. My friend who's the Jerusalem English Theater community online, it could be Natan Scott, just wrote answer now. What show? So, my other half, my awesome half, the other people who are helping me with the community, the Jerusalem English Theater community page. Thank you so much. That it was a good idea to answer that now. And you're a quick learner, Toby says. Took
well,
you.
She just said she learned to lead part in one night.
And you did. I remember that actually. In 2 weeks, but no, you learned.
Right, Toby.
So on that note, we're gonna end here. Thank everyone for joining us. You send this to your friends, share it. I would love to see, we have views to like 380 views that's staying within the community. Share with your friends, share with your family. Let's see more people watching these. It's great, awesome nuggets about the theater community and the future of the theater community, because that's who's coming on here too. There's a lot of those people. Tomorrow we have Marnie Shamroth. I'm going to talk to her about her experience in New York, being part of the community here, what her experience is now. And then in the evening, we're going to be doing the Jet Live at 8 p.m. with Ari and Eleanor Kaufman. And who knows, maybe Zevi might join. So looking forward to those, looking forward to continuing to have more guests. Please share, ask questions, ask comments. Loving the comments that we're having here. Thank you so much, guys. You are
Thank you.
Thank you so much for hosting, and
really, it was a great time. Carry on doing this amazing work, CB. Really, it's bringing such a great connection for everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. And we'll
thank you, Dina. Thank you, and Leah.
Bye-bye. There she goes. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.